What is up, my dudes? It is Ready Room Review coming at you another gear review today. We're going to be talking about the 40-liter Vertx Overlander bag. All right, my guys. So what we're going to do first is, before we go ahead and get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel down below. There's going to be a lot more gear review videos coming out for you guys. So let's go ahead and dive on into this review. So I've had this bag for approximately about a year and a half, close to 2 years now. I've traveled all over the world with it, from Europe to Southeast Asia for work. I think it's a great pack for EDC, everyday carry, or traveling. So some of the features, we'll drop them in the comments below, but we'll go ahead and get on the outside of the bag first and then dive on into the inside. So this bag here, on the outside compartment, it's a very clandestine look. Low profile, low vis. Doesn't have any MOLLE or tactical features to it. On the outside, you have two stretch bottle pockets, or whatever you actually want to fit inside of here, that have cinches to actually retain the pockets on the inside. So you can cinch down those water bottles or Nalgene's or whatever you actually might have in there. In addition, you kind of have this stretch material again on the front side of the bag to be able to stuff any garments or any smaller items on the inside for quick stowage. And then it also has an adjustable pull tab here to be able to cinch this little stretch part out on the front side of the bag. And then that also has a clip for you to attach and gain access. And then on the front side of the bag, we have this smaller pocket, full clamshell design here. Open it up, and this turns into somewhat of a beaver tail with two metal hooks on either side for you to be able to store larger garments, raincoats, that kind of stuff here on the inside, or even a puff jacket if it was cold and now you're hiking and it's getting a little bit warmer out. Then it also has a full loop field, as well as MOLLE here if you'd be able to MOLLE in any pouches, stuff for work if you're using this for kind of a low vis profile, or any kind of other administrative things here. You can stow water bottle pockets, magazines, administrative pockets, all that good stuff here on the front side of the bag for quick access. And then we'll go to the top here, kind of a small administrative pocket here. You can put chargers, all that kind of stuff up top for quick access. And then you have a small administrative pocket up here. You can put sunglasses, phone cases, chargers, all that kind of stuff here. And it kind of fillets open again, the full clamshell design with dual zips to gain access to your pocket. And then we'll go into the main compartment of the bag. The main compartment is a dual zip design with locks, with lock accessible zippers for TSA. So if you can see there, there's a small hole on that zipper, and then a small zipper hole on this side, so you can actually lock the bag if you're going to check the item, or leave it inside of a hotel room or whatever. So we'll go with the front part of the bag. Here you have this soft Velcro or micro plush Velcro here on the top side of the bag, and it's basically all throughout for you to be able to attach any kind of the accessories that Vertx makes. This administrative pocket here is something that they make, so I added it to it. So for small administrative storage and compartmentalization inside the bag, this is an add-on. And then you have another loop field up top to be able to attach any other administrative items. Here you can see, obviously, I have a tourniquet up top, and then this is a part of the bag. You have this other admin pocket up top. And going to the main compartment of the bag, like I said, it's a full clamshell design, so you can open it up and gain access to all of your items on the inside. Now, what will come with the bag is, when I purchased it, I'm not sure if it has changed, but they have this full laptop sleeve. You can fit a full MacBook Pro on the inside, or whatever kind of tablet or laptop you actually have, and then you can secure it down with this Velcro closure. And then in addition, they have a camelback strap up top if you have to attach any kind of water or hydration sources while you're actually might be using this for. In addition, they have two ports if you're able to run any hydration and or comms out of this bag as well. You can fit, obviously, a ASIP, a 150 or 117 inside of this backpack very comfortably, and then run the antennas out the top. Now, this bag does have an internal sheath on the inside to give it some rigidity. They have some support throughout carrying load, since this is a 40-liter bag. You have an adjustable yoke with load lifters on the top here, And this shoulder strap harness is very comfortable with multiple points of adjustment in addition to a sternum strap and quick release buckles here for the actual load. So if you wanted to dock this really quickly or don it over armor or whatever, you have that adjustability through the actual shoulder straps here, as well as some retention on the actual straps so you don't have to tape them down. You have some padding here as well as a pass-through, so you can put it over top of luggage if need be, as well as you have this mesh foam here on the back for comfortability while actually carrying the load. In addition, you do have a full hip belt. I never actually used the hip, and it's fairly comfortable with some of the rigidity and the comfortability of the actual pack. In addition to the Vertx Overlander pack here for the 40 liter, you have this special compartment here on the back, so you can put a CCW or other kind of items in here. And this is compartmentalized from the main compartment of the bag, so you can have your off-body carry with your CCW and draw from here. It also has full opening in a full clamshell design, just like the other part of the bag, and it opens up completely for you to be able to Velcro in any kind of attachments or your holster or whatever kind of that stuff. And there is an offset of the actual bag itself, so you probably have about 2 to 3 inches of depth in between the main compartment of the bag and the back here, so you'd be able to put magazines, a firearm, or whatever inside of here. What I typically like to do is throw documents or other kind of stuff. You can even fit an additional laptop in here fairly comfortably and keep it segmented from the rest of the part of your bag. If you do have to carry like 2 or 3 laptops for traveling, this is a great compartment to actually use that. But overall, this bag has been with me all over the world. Like I said, from Europe to Southeast Asia. I can't say enough good things about it. Very rugged. Hasn't had any tears or issues so far, and I will continue to obviously travel with this bag. So go ahead and check it out. It is a little expensive. It's in the closer to $200 range. If you guys have made it to the very end of this video, thank you so much for sticking around and checking it out. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are carrying for your EDC pack and or travel backpack that you do for your long distance commutes. So thanks guys. Have a good one.